summer ain't mine.
I got that hot bitch in my home.
You know how many hot bitches I own? Don't let me get in my zone. 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 The stars is in the building. They hands to the ceiling. I know I'm about to kill it. How you know I got that feeling? You are now watching the throne. Don't let me into my zone. Don't let me into my zone. I'm definitely in my zone.
Black and Blacker. I'm back. I've been on a good 2-month hiatus. I haven't done a video since week 10 in fantasy football season. You know, you get into school and it's just you don't need to chill a little bit. Well, I'm on my break. I'm back, and it's Wildcard weekend, so I figured, you know what, I might as well get back to what started. The whole reason I started doing these videos was I was posting my predictions about the games on the computer, and I was just last year's Wildcard playoffs. I was posting stuff on the computer, and I was like, why don't I just video record this stuff? I mean, I don't need people want to watch it. People can watch it. So, you know, I'm getting back to basically my roots of how this massive empire, Black and Blacker, has grown. Yeah, so I'm home. I'm just gonna hop right in it. You know, we have four matchups this weekend: Giants, Falcons, Lions, Saints, Steelers, Broncos, and Houston versus the Bengals. The most intriguing matchup to me is the Lions and Saints. I expect that to be like the Baylor game, Baylor versus Washington, where they put it was a 67-56 game. I don't expect 67-56, but I could see a very possible score of 45-28. I'm gonna go lead towards the Saints simply because the Saints have not been beaten in the Louisiana Superdome, and Drew Brees and that offense, they're just ridiculous. And Detroit, if they did not have Ndamukong Suh. I will give them that. But they still let up 45 points to Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn broke the Packers' yards record and the Packers' touchdowns record. Matt Flynn's Aaron Rodgers' backup. If you realize, the Packers have had Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, and Bart Starr all quarterback their teams. And Matt Flynn, the 7th-round draft pick out of LSU in, I believe, 2008. I'm going to say 08. I might be wrong. Might have came out Cobb's year in 07. But anyways, their backup torched their secondary. That's unacceptable. All right, our keys to the game. For the Saints, keep doing what you're doing. Just exactly keep doing what you're doing. Pass the ball. It's simple. For the Lions, create pressure inside. If you can create pressure inside and force Brees to be a little bit uncomfortable, which is as tough as anything, but if they can create some pressure, I would say the Lions have a slight chance to pull this off. Players to watch on the Saints, I'm trying to pick a receiver. I'm just going to say Lance Moore. Who knows who could get it this week? Each week, the Saints receivers could just put anything up. For the Lions, Nick Fairley, defensive tackle. I expect Ndamukong Suh to do work, and I expect him to get double teams, leaving Nick Fairley to be not covered, but blocked by one man. My prediction, I'll go with 41-28 Saints. All right, for Steelers Broncos. Coming into this game, you just see the names, you know the basic thing about the team, and you realize, well, the Steelers should just wipe the floor with the Broncos. False. It's Steelers Broncos. It's going to be a very tough, slow, and nitty-gritty game. Keys to the game. Well, hold on, before I get to the keys to the game, the reason why the Steelers won't just trash the Broncos: Ben Roethlisberger, high ankle sprain. Marquise Pouncey, high ankle sprain. Rashard Mendenhall out for the year with what I think it was Achilles or ACL. He's done. He's not playing. They've just lost a whole lot of offensive firepower, especially on the offensive line, which still isn't the strongest point. They just lost their strongest cog in Marquise Pouncey. And if you remember, the Steelers also lost Marquise Pouncey in the Super Bowl, or not before the Super Bowl, in the AFC Championship game, and did not have him for the Super Bowl, and it greatly affected their play. Pouncey is a key cog for them. With or without Roethlisberger, expect Denver to create havoc. So my keys to the game for the Broncos, it's limit turnovers, Tebow. If you can literally manage this game versus the number one defense in the NFL. Their number one pass defense, number 8 run defense, I believe number 1 overall. If you can limit your turnovers versus this team and just manage the game, you could lead Denver to a win. Keys to the game for the Steelers, defensively, create points off of turnovers from Tebow. It's just opposite. I think I think Pittsburgh's gonna have a tough time scoring. So I feel like if they want to score, wow, what just happened? Okay, my computer just went black for a second. I believe if Denver wants to score, the defense is gonna have to create some points off of turnovers. Palomalu, James Harrison, I believe, is shooting up. The whole defensive front set, the whole defensive team, because they all make plays. Their whole unit has to step up, which, I mean, they're number one, so they've been stepping up, but they have to create some points off of turnovers or create scoring opportunities off of turnovers. And that's how I think they win. My players to watch for the Steelers, I'm going to go with Ben Roethlisberger. Watch him, see how he handles his ankle, and just how he basically controls the game. Because even if they get by this week, I don't see it's going to be tough to get by next week. And for the Broncos, Brian Dawkins, the strong safety, wherever they have him at. I call Brian Dawkins because this is his first time being back in the playoffs in a long, long time. And I'm calling it right now. Expect the man to make plays. He is going to want this so badly. He's going to want to prove people wrong. It's what he's done his whole career since he's in Philly. He hasn't been in the playoffs since Philly. He has a thirst for this right now. And expect him to play like he's 10 years younger. That's what I expect to see. My prediction, I really, really want to pick the Broncos. I really, so much, I want to pick Tim Tebow and the Broncos. Oh, this is tough. I'm not going to make a pick here because I really want to pick the Broncos, but I just can't pick against the Steelers. Oh, I'm not making a pick here. You know what? I'm going to do it, whatever. I'm going to take the Broncos 13-10. You know, they say you can't get anywhere without making a few gambles here or there. I'm making a gamble on this pick. I'm picking the Broncos 13-10. All right, our next game. This video is 7 minutes long, so y'all going to have quite a few minutes to watch this video. But our next game is the Giants versus the Falcons. And I swear to God, if the volume does not work. I've made a few videos since my November 10th thing, or since my Week 10 fantasy video, but I've messed up with the volumes or something, so it's been pointless. One time it was like a 15-minute video on Penn State, and just all turned down the trash because there was no volume. I was angry, so I hope this works. Anyways, Giants-Falcons, keys to the game. For the Falcons, limit the Giants' pass rush. Everybody's been saying it, and it's simply that simple. Limit their pass rush. If they can limit their pass rush, they can... No, I'm going to switch it. I know limiting their... I'm just thinking about this now. I know limiting their pass rush is important, but I feel like slowing down Victor Cruz, who had a showing like this in the preseason, then preseason of 2 years ago. Then this season it just came out of nowhere, shattered Giants team records. If the Falcons can cut out Victor Cruz, who's Eli Manning's literally savior, Eli Manning will throw him the ball, and somehow Victor Cruz goes and gets it. If Victor Cruz can continue to do that, then the Giants should be good. If the Falcons can limit him with Brent Grimes, Thomas DeCode covering over top William Moore, if they can all come together and basically eliminate Victor Cruz, they should be fine. And for the Falcons, get Julio involved early. The more you get Julio involved, the better chances you're going to have of winning. Julio Jones is quickly becoming a star in this league. I can't wait to see how, if they can get Julio involved early, it's going to force the Giants to bring the pass rush more, because they're going to be like, all right, they're going to pass to Julio. Then Matt Ryan can run simple draws, just draws with Michael Turner. Michael Turner can bust off 8-9 yards. Apparently, he can bust off, it was an 82-yard touchdown run from Michael Turner. I saw that on the stat line. I was like, I think it was versus Tampa Bay. I was like, what are they doing? You let Michael Turner run for 82 yards versus you. The man's slow. But it's whatever. For prediction, give me the G-Men. Yeah, give me the G-Men by a score of 24-17. I'm never been a huge Falcons believer. Hope maybe they can prove me wrong, but they're coming up to New York, New Jersey. Give me the G-men. I think they're gonna play some inspired football. And last but not least, Houston versus the Bengals. All right, we have a rookie quarterback in Andy Dalton versus T.J. Yates, the third string quarterback, second string. I don't know what he was. He's third string QB of the Houston Texans. Keys to the game. Oh my gosh, it's doing it again. The keys to the game. T.J. Yates, like Tim Tebow, just has to not make mistakes. And he's done a decent job of that. They've lost the last 2 games, so they're coming in a little cold. But T.J. Yates just needs to stay calm. Basically, hand the ball to Arian Foster and Ben Tate and let them do all the work. And you make 15 passes a game, complete 15 passes for 140 yards. And you could walk out of here with a W. Really, that's all you have to do. You don't have to be a star by any means. For the Bengals, a key to the game is get Air Jeremiah involved early. A.J. Green needs to be involved early and often. They can't run the ball, honestly. Cedric Benson averages 3.9 yards per carry. They have some of the worst guard play I've seen since Stephon Marbury tried to play defense. Like, it's pretty bad. They need to get the whole aerial attack just needs to be on point, and it could very well be. My players to watch for the Houston Texans, I'm gonna take Ben Tate. Arian Foster should do work, but basically this is how I think the game's gonna go. If Ben Tate scores like a touchdown and gets 80 yards, Houston's gonna win. When Ben Tate's involved a lot, Houston wins. Ben Tate's a player you have to watch out for. And for the Bengals, my player to watch is Jerome Simpson. I want to see if he does another flip. It's really, I have no real other reason to watch him other than I want to see if he does another flip. The man's athletic as anything. That's not his first jump over a person or anything like that. If you've seen it, I saw a video of him like 3 years ago at Coastal Carolina, coming across the middle, catch a pass, completely hurdle a defender, and keep going. I was like, wow, this guy can leap, and then he does that. For a prediction, give me the Bengals in this one, 31-17 over Houston. I feel like Andy Dalton's pretty solid in that regard. I understand they're gonna be in Houston, but Andy Dalton should handle the pressure. He's been really a godsend. It surprised me. Bengals look like they found the face of their franchise in Andy Dalton and A.J. Green. Give me the Bengals to advance. So we got Bengals, Broncos, Giants, and Saints. All right, that's all I got for this week. You'll see me next week, probably eating crow for picking the Broncos. That's all I got. I'll see y'all later. Black and Blacker.
Like the summer ain't mine.
I got that hot bitch in my home.
You know how many hot bitches I own? Don't let me get in my zone. 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 The stars is in the building. They hands to the ceiling. I know I'm about to kill it. How you know I got that feeling? You are now watching the throne. Don't let me